kind of turning the page then. Am I good to do that? Yeah, all right. Am I turning the page to Lockport, which was yesterday's event on Monday? I guess we can just get into some of the arms that I saw first, and the first guy here, Def, I know you saw also at the plate, so I'll let you get in on him. But right-handed pitcher Lincoln Boersma, I think is you how to say the last name. Is how you say that. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys think it's otherwise, Boersma. All right.
like kind of a dynamic mover coming out of the crouch. I didn't lock in on him during bullpens or anything like that, so I'm not sure the receiving capability, but just when we're doing the pop time workout, like ultra quick glove to hand, really flexible and really can move behind the plate. So it stood out, especially for a 2027. And Lincoln Way East certainly has a follow over there in Triolo.
And the next guy on this list is a familiar name with our staff, catcher infielder Luca Agni out of Plainfield North, 2027. I feel like he's been a staff favorite for us for a while, but it's not even just what he does showcase wise. Like I feel like he's a gamer. If you go see him in the summer, we didn't see Plainfield North last spring. I don't know if he got any varsity time, but when we go out and he comes to rock tournaments and maybe a Rantoul tournament, but really like how he plays the game. But just what he did yesterday, feel like he continues to tick up with the bat. He's a switch hitter. Yesterday in particular, I just felt like the left-handed round was just a little bit more polished than the right-handed. I don't know, with 100% certainty what his natural side is, but man, left-handed wise, man, he was spraying line drives all over the field. Had some, controlled intent with his swing. But that's Luca Agni. Next, two Batavia guys that kind of came out of nowhere for me that I really liked. Starting things off with catcher Brandon Oki, right-handed hitter, had some controlled aggression about him. Another guy with line drives, had bat speed, very apparent strength in his frame. Looks like a guy who is probably already in the weight room as a sophomore. Relaxed, calm confidence in the box. He was elevating balls to all parts of the field as well. 94 max EV, average 90.1, had 358 foot max distance, which is among the event leaders for that particular statistic. Next, from Batavia, who led the event in almost like every offensive category, was Ryan Rodriguez, an infielder, again from Batavia, 5'11", 180. Really liked the frame there as well. Another guy with just an easy operation, just let his strong hands do the work at the plate. Ball had some real jump off the barrel, evidenced by leading the event with a 368-foot max distance, a max EV of 100.3, an average exit velocity of 93.8, as well as a hard hit percentage of 83%. And then he was tied for the highest average hand speed at 23.7 miles an hour. So all around great day from Ryan Rodriguez there, BP wise, and then just Batavia might be another team we're gonna have to get out and see this spring for potential future game follows.
Well, Tyler, I know you were locked in on hitters all day. Saw a solid number of quality bats come through. One bat that I saw, Mason Maribel from Brother Rice. He just stood out to me. He was a 2028. Um, Being that young, he had a long, loose levered frame, and then just the way his swing worked, really loose and easy and fluid. And I loved the plane, like stayed on plane. And I just think he's gonna turn into a if he continues to gain quality strength, like he's got a chance to turn into a guy that can leverage some baseballs out of the park. So he was certainly interesting from a projection follow standpoint. Mason Marable from Brother Rice.
Yeah, and then just a few more guys for me to touch on hitter wise. Uh, go now to a 2026 outfielder Peyton Globke from Lincoln Way West. Switch hitter, but man, it was a strong, intentful swing from both sides of the dish, and he was getting results with it as well. 91.9 max EV, had a 346 max distance. What I liked is I felt like both swings looked the same, which for a switch hitter isn't always going to be the case, but it seemed like everything mechanically was synced up from both sides of the dish. So I really liked Peyton Globke's round. And then just lastly, I just want to touch on a couple 2028s that I thought just had overall solid rounds of BP. Mikey Menza, left-handed hitter from Hinsdale Central, and then Bryce Wachunas, a right-handed hitter from Glenbard South. So just two 2028s to keep following moving forward.
Do you have anything, or do you want to get
Well, just we're sitting here doing it the day after Lockport. I know this won't roll until Wednesday, or at least that's the goal. But it's we're still cleaning up, the event and looking through everything. So these are just some major takeaways that Tyler had, that we had, on the mound, at the plate. And there's so many more guys that we'll probably mention in the takeaways story, and just, video spotlights coming down the pipes. So